Shalom. All praises go to the Most High Yahweh. Bahasham Yahushua, Bahasham Al-Waqadash, double honor to the elder apostles and great millstone for the teachings of the scriptures, among other things. Shalom to the sincere Akim across the world. Now this is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 26, titled, David Spares Saul Again. Verse 1. And the Zivites came unto Saul in Gibeah, which is in Benjamin, saying, doth not David hide, because he was hiding there, does not David hide himself in the hill of Hachilah, which is before Jeshimon? Then Saul arose and went down to the wilderness of Ziph, having 3,000 chosen men with him, to seek David in the wilderness of Ziph. Wait, let me see something here. Wait. Oh yeah, I do have it. I was looking if I have it, sorry. So let me read a few things, and I will not go to other topics because I already did that in like 2 videos now. I'm not gonna do it again, Lord willing. I'm gonna read 9. With the other video, I read these ones all the way to 8. You can pause the video and read it for yourself if you have the time. And then I'm gonna read from 9. So the Lord tells David to move to the forest Hereth. He told him there how. He inquired of the Lord through the prophet. 1 Samuel 9 and 9. Yeah, I was looking up something, by the way. Verse 10. Right, so he tells him to hide there through the prophets. 1 Samuel 9:9. And then 10. David saves the town of Gilead from the Philistines, but is forced to flee when Saul learns that he is there. 11. Well, we already read. I already read about that. David hides in various strongholds in the wilderness of Ziph. Jonathan comes to visit him there. Already read that also. 12. David narrowly escapes Saul in the wilderness of Maon. Already read that one also in the chapter before this. This was also in the chapter before, which is 1 Samuel 25. Let me see. 13. Saul comes to capture David, but he escapes and cut off a corner of Saul's robe while he is in the cave taking a dump. Already read that. David returns to the stronghold. 15. David marries Abigail after her husband dies, which is also in the chapter before this. 16. King Achish grants David refuge from Saul and gives him the town Ziklag. Well, I didn't read that yet. It's actually in the next chapter after this one. From there, David secretly raids non-Israelite towns, but he lies to Achish and says, I was killing Israelites. So that was funny. Right, so 1 Samuel chapter 26 verse. Yeah, so Ziph, he was there, which is here. Hebron is the city of David. Later on, he was king here. 1 Chronicles chapter 5 explains that. If I'm correct, it was 1 Chronicles 5. And, so here's the hill of Hilcha, Hachilah, Maon, to Ziklag, sorry. Which is it's from the Philistines, so it's in the land of the Philistines. But we took that and made it ours until this day, because it's our town now, right? And so 1 Samuel chapter 27, it explains that. Going on, verse 3. And Saul pitched in the hill of Hachilah, which is here, which is before Jeshimon. Where's Jeshimon? Well, it depends on from what side he came. Well, I don't even see it here actually. Kayla, read about that one. Okay, then I don't know. I don't see it. Right. So going on. By the way, but David abode in the wilderness, and he saw that Saul came after him into the wilderness. David therefore sent out spies and understood that Saul was come in very deed. Yes, indeed. And David arose and came to the place where Saul had pitched. And David beheld the place where Saul lay, and Abner the son of Ner, the captain of his host. And Saul lay in the trench, and the people pitched round about him. Then answered David and said to Ahimelech the Hittite, there was also an Israelite named Ahimelech, and to Abishai the son of Zeruiah, brother to Joab. And Joab is the nephew of King David. This is the nephew, so therefore this is his nephew too. Wait, let me see, the son of the brother. Because it shows you what the Joab here. Here. So it says here, First Chronicles, chapter 2, verse 15. So it says First Chronicles 2:15. Ozem the sixth, David the seventh of the sons, whose sister were Zeruiah and Abigail. So his sister also was Abigail. And the sons of Zeruiah, Abishai, and Joab, and Asahel, 3. So David is Joab's uncle. That's his uncle. You know the mighty Joab that fought against the brother of Goliath after David got hurt? Yeah, and Joab killed also the son of David also. He killed him too. Joab kills Absalom. I forgot how you spell his name. Absalom. 10 of Joab's young armor bearer then surround Absalom and kill him. That was Joab. Yeah, then said Joab, I may not tarry thus with thee. And he took 3 darts in his hand, and thrust them through the heart of Absalom, while he was yet alive in the midst of the oak. Yeah, so it was Joab that killed them. So he killed his cousin. Absalom, yeah, Absalom was his cousin. This was his cousin. They were 2 cousins. Because he is King David, his sister's child, and he is King David's child. So therefore they are cousins. He needed to call his mother aunt. Yeah, so. And 10 young men that bare Joab's armor compassed about and smote Absalom and slew him. Yeah, so they kept on stabbing him through and stuff like that, so he died. The 3 darts to the heart was already you're already dead, but probably he was strong enough to still spit blood or something like that, because yeah, going on further to here, 1 Samuel chapter 26 verse the rest of 6. Brother to Joab, saying, who will go down with me to Saul to the camp? And Abishai said, I will go down with thee. So David and Abishai came to the people by night, and behold, Saul lay sleeping within the trench, which is let me get this one better. Just 1 Samuel 26 here. Hebrew 4570. Entrenchment track. Circulation entrenchment. Like a hallowed place or something like that. Like, you know, something like this, for example. Something like this. Where you can take cover or something like that. Trench or system of trenches dug by troops to provide a place of shelter from enemy fire. And his spear stuck in the ground at his bolster, and Abner and the people lay around about him. Then said Abishai to David, Yahweh had delivered thine enemy into thine hand this day. Now therefore let me smite him, I pray thee, with the spear even to the earth at once, and I will not smite him the second time. So I'm going to do it in one time. And David said to Abishai, destroy him not. For who can stretch forth his hand against Yahweh's anointed and be guiltless? And you will be. David said furthermore, as Yahweh liveth, Yahweh shall smite him, or his day shall come to die, or he shall descend into battle and perish. Yahweh forbid that I should stretch forth mine hand against the Lord's anointed. But I pray thee, take thou now the spear that is at his bolster, and the cruse of water, and let us go. Now the bolster is something that cushion, pillow. Oh, it's good that I looked it up because I thought it was a holster, but it's a bolster. Okay, sorry. It's good that I kept on looking because, or also I was already wrong, but I meant like I would give you the wrong explanation. Okay, I was wrong about that. Sorry about that, but yeah, going on. So, I thought it was in the holster, like something that. But anyway, sorry. Let me go on. And so David took the spear and the cruse of water by Saul's bolster, and they gat them away. Wait. Right, going on. And no man saw it, nor knew it, neither awaked. For they were all asleep, because a deep sleep from the Lord was fallen upon them. So the Heavenly Father is the one that actually kept them sleeping. Then David went over to the other side. That's crazy that the Heavenly Father could do that. And stood on the top of an hill afar off, a great space between them. A great space being between them. And David cried to the people and to Abner the son of Ner, saying, Answerest thou not, Abner? Then Abner answered and said, Who art thou that criest to the king? And David said to Abner, Art not thou a valiant man? And who is like thee in Israel, to thee in Israel? Wherefore then hast thou not kept thy Lord the king? Basically, how didn't you protect him? Somebody came there, me. For there came one of the people in to destroy the king thy Lord. This thing is not good that thou hast done. Yeah, how could you let this happen? As Yahweh liveth, ye are worthy to die. That's true, because he didn't preserve the king. He didn't even protect the king when the king was at his vulnerable, at his most vulnerable. It doesn't matter if he was asleep. You're supposed to be on guard, because it is written here that it says, 1 Samuel chapter 8 verse 11, and he said, so Samuel said, This will be the manner of the king that shall reign over you. He will take your sons and appoint them for himself, for his chariots, and to be his horsemen, and some shall run before his chariots. And basically the point is here, ear his ground, and he will set them to ear his ground. basically to also be guards and stuff like that, you know. And you have also ear, which goes into this one here, which goes into an the ear of like this one, sorry, of crops. That one too, if I'm correct, is also where ear hits ground. Here, this one, ear hits ground. The cut plow. The cut in. Silent, remain silent. The vice engrave plow. It also goes in standing guard, but it also has to do with picking harvest and stuff like that, basically doing work for him. But the guards, they're guards too. They're supposed to be guards. But he didn't do that. Well, he failed at it, let's say that. Because ye have not kept your master, Yahweh's anointed, and now see where the king's spear is, and the cruse of water that was at his bolster, which is the pillow. And Saul knew David's voice and said, Is this thy voice, my son David? And David said, It is my voice, my lord, O king. And he said, Wherefore doth my lord thus pursue after this servant? For what have I done? Or what evil is in mine hand? Now therefore I pray thee, let my lord the king hear the words of his servant. If Yahweh had stirred thee up against me, let him accept an offering. But if they be the children of men, cursed be they before Yahweh. For they have driven me out this day from abiding in the inheritance of Yahweh, saying, Go, serve other gods. Now therefore, let not my blood fall to the earth before the face of Yahweh. For the king of Israel is come out to seek a flea, that I'm nobody, why you want to kill me? As when one doth haunt partridge in the mountains. Partridge are these birds. Because it's very small, it's like a small bird. It's not gonna fill a whole meal or something like that. It's a very small bird, but still people want to eat it. But it's small compared to the other birds. Then said Saul, I have sinned. Return, my son David, for I will no more do thee harm, because my soul was precious in thine eyes this day, because he spared them. He could have killed them right then and there. I could have killed you, Dick. I could have killed you. But I don't want to kill you, I want to eat. That's this one. This is from a movie called Young Guns in 1988. It's a great movie, actually, you know. I think that these people were jakes that were outlaws. A lot of these so-called outlaws of the so-called cowboy time, I think a lot of them were jakes. You know, they was against Esau, and they was always fighting against Esau. But Esau will never glorify them like that. Like Billy the Kid, you have an Kills in Water. You had another Jake, Kills in Water. That's his name. It's just kind of funny that he had this name, Kills in Water. That was his name, Kills in Water. And what do you think he was doing? You know, he had the tiger face. The how you call that thing again? The face paint. The face paint. That's gonna be Esau. You get the face paint, that there, look like a tiger, like this guy. Look like a tiger. But this one is just fake. This one is most likely paint, face paint, war paint. Eric Kills in Water, is that his name? Lakota. Okay, going on. So Kills in Water $1,000 reward, which was a lot of money in that time. Anyway, so going on. So it says here, because, oh yeah, this one, the movie Young Guns. This one, the scene of that movie.
Please, Dick, it's getting cold. I could have killed you, Dick. I could have killed you. But I don't want to kill you. I want to eat. When we finish this meal, you little rodent, we're going to go out in the yard and see who has the right to run this group of regulators.
I believe that these people were Jake. I'm not talking about them specifically. By the way, Emilio here, Esteban, he's a Jacob descendant. This man over here, I'm not saying he will be saved. That's not what I'm saying. You know, he probably doesn't even believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. But the reason I'm saying it is because to let you know that you will have Jacob descendants that look just like him. And I've seen his family tree, and this guy's a Jake, man. He even has his mother's name, Esteban. Emilio Esteban. Esteban. Oh, Emilio Esteban. What? Charlie Sheen brother. Yeah, the older... No, Martin Sheen. No, that's not him. No, that's his father, if I'm correct. Emilio, I see here Emilio. Esteban. Right. Esteves. Okay, cool. This guy. Yeah, man, you gotta have Jacob descendants looking just like this. No joke. Me personally, I always liked this guy. I always looked at him like, yo, this guy's dope. He has a different spirit. I don't know, man. Never saw an Edomite. I don't know. I didn't know about this truth, but I saw him different. You know, certain people have a different type of spirit, so you like him. I don't know the guy. He might be a piece of shit. Because when I saw Tupac, of course, I love Tupac. But then I saw how he acted. I was like, that's not a... You know, but sometimes he acts like this and sometimes... But everybody has their little moments and stuff like that. But there's a lot of celebrities that I like your stuff. I don't like you. You know, I know you as a person. I wouldn't want to be your friend. But I love you. I love your music, or I love your skills in the movies and your talents and stuff like that. I like that, but I might not necessarily like you. So I don't know. I don't know him. I like what he does on screen. How I see him carrying himself. But yeah, you know, that whole family is a Jacob family. Maybe even this, and not maybe, even this guy. But does that mean that they will be saved? Oh hell, I don't know. First and foremost, not first and foremost. The way that I see him acting here, you know, going out there, Holly weird and all that type of stuff, I wouldn't think so. Especially this one here. But if this guy, wow, did I click it away? If this guy turned to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, well, there you go. He might still be saved. That's not up to me, though. I'm just saying that you will have Israelites looking like that. Right, so going on. Now it says here, 1 Samuel 26 and 21. Then said Saul, I have sinned, returned my son David. For I will no more do thee harm, because my soul was precious in thine eyes this day. Behold, I have played the fool, and have erred exceedingly. And David answered and said, Behold the king's spear, and let one of the young men come off and fetch it. Yahweh render to every man his righteousness and his faithfulness. For Yahweh delivered thee into my hand today, but I will not stretch forth mine hand against Yahweh's anointed. And behold, as thy life was much set by this day in mine eyes, so let my life be much set by in the eyes of Yahweh. And let him deliver me out of all tribulation. Then Saul said to David, Blessed be thou, my son David. Thou shalt both do great things, and also shalt still prevail. So David went down on his way, and Saul returned to his place. So he spared him again the second time. I could have killed you, Dick. I could have killed you. But I don't want to kill you.
Please, Dick, it's getting cold.
I want to eat.
I could have killed you, Dick. I could have killed you.
Even he looked down like, yeah, he's right. He actually could have killed you. Because he's the fastest. If you watch the movie, then you will say he's the fastest. I think his name was Billy the Kid. I don't remember no more. Young Guns. Like I said, I think it was a band of Billy the Kid, yeah. I think it was a band of Jakes. But of course, they're played by caucus people. Because if you watch the movie, let me see, what movie was it again? Django. If you watch Django, you will see that in the Django, they're hinting you that D'Artagnan was very, very dark, like as dark as the night. And that means the four musketeers were actually Jacob descendants. They're giving you but the movie is made by Quentin Tarantino. He always basically snitches for the good. He always tells the truth concerning the history, like True Romance, that movie with the scene showing you that he knows, because I think he's a Sicilian himself, Quentin Tarantino. In that movie, and he shows you that the Sicilians are actually, that in the movie, according to the code of the movie, I'm repeating right now, spawns of niggers. Nigger spawns. And in that same movie, they teach you that the Asiatic people are actually called Mongol. And if you look up the word Mongol in the Dutch, it actually says Down syndrome person. See? But Mongol in the Dutch, what is it? This is the Mongol in the Dutch. Because the Dutch people, they call them Asians. They call the Asiatic people Mongoloid. They call them Down syndrome. That's the word for Down syndrome. Look here. Yeah, they say that, but that's the English version of it. Down syndrome in the Dutch. Okay, so it says here Mohol, right? Betekenis of Mohol. Because Google doesn't translate it correctly, that's not how you call people of Mongolia. You say, in the Dutch you say Mongolia. Mongolia. You don't say Mohol. You don't say that one. But that is actually what they do mean. It comes from that. But let me translate this thing straight up into English, and you will see here. Mongoloid. They changed it? Here. Mongoloid, medical term, someone with Down syndrome. Let me put it back. How can I put it back? Wait, let me do this one again then. Oh yeah, I forgot. Mongol. Someone with Down syndrome. The syndrome of Down syndrome. It's like a cuss word. It says here, a backwards person, an idiot. So let me translate that again. Here, a backwards person. It's actually, retarded. It says retarded, actually. You're achterlijk, like, you're achterlijk. You see? That's what it says. But here it translates the same word. Here, achterlijk. It translates the same word to backwards, because achter means like back, and luck is like you're backwards. So there you have that, like you're slow, like you're backwards. You are backwards like that, right? And but But let me show you the movie scene, what I'm talking about. Right, so here you have the scene of True Romance, the Sicilian scene.
Could I have one of those Chesterfields now?
Oh.
Sure. You got a match? Oh, no, don't bother. You're Sicilian, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Sicilian.
Yep, Sicilian.
You know, I read a lot, especially about things, about history. I find that shit fascinating.
Sorry, let me try and find another one that is English translated. Sorry, let me.
Sicilians
I got it.
are great liars. Best in the world. What the hell? Now, what we got here. You got a match? Oh, no, don't bother. You're Sicilian, huh? Sicilian. You know, I read a lot, especially about things, about history. I find that shit fascinating. Here's a fact, I don't know whether you know or not. Sicilians were spawned by niggers. Come again? No, it's a fact. Yeah. You see, Sicilians have black blood pumping through their hearts. And no, if you don't believe me, you can look.
Tom Jones, Emilio Estevan.
Look it up. Hundreds and hundreds of years ago, you see, the Moors conquered Sicily. And the Moors are niggers. See, way back.
The Moors were in Morocco. Sorry for stopping. I'm going to put the link in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. But Moors, they come from Morocco also, but also from Algeria, Western Sahara, Tunisia, Morocco, Niger, or Niger, whatever you want to say, and Mali. So they used to be in this region over here with the green. Actually, with the green here, but there was thick here. And until this day, you have Ishmael fighting for this piece of land over here, which is an real life lore. Made a video about it. Sorry, real. Here. I love this channel, by the way. He comes up with great information, make you learn stuff. This video here, I love learning about topography and stuff like that, because it's very interesting. And you ask yourself, what is this? So I click on it. It might look stupid to you, but if I tell you, there's a lot of wars going on around here upon the planet Earth, and it's a crazy one. Let me show you. There's a lot of crazy wars going on.
Your life.
He's going to explain why this is always empty and stuff like that, because there's not a lot of information about this parch of land. And then you have Morocco, and then you have the Western Sahara. And what do you have also of people, of course, militaries and stuff like that. Of course, fighting. So you go, okay, what's happening there? You have Israel, America, French, Spain, and these people all together. And who are they fighting for that parcel of land? Who are they backing up? So they're backing up Morocco, but who's on the other side then? Well, think I passed it already. Sorry, maybe.
Sahara, while Russia, China, Iran, and especially next
Russia, China, and Iran are actually back in the rest. So this is another front of, you know, another angle where they are fighting over not just money, not just other regions and other lands, but they're also fighting here for this part of land, which is beautiful because the Heavenly Father has them fighting on all sides. You know, he has them fighting all over the world on all sides, every sides, because there cannot be two captains on a ship. Esau wants to be the captain. I mean, like, they're both Esau, but I mean, America and Europe, they want to be the captain. And Russia wants to be the captain. China wants to be the captain. And all that type of stuff. But of course, China is going to work with Russia, but they got their little things going on between them also. So the Heavenly Father is just fighting them on all, letting them fight on all sides. Kingdom against kingdom.
or Algeria more heavily support the Polisario Front and their claims to Western Sahara as the SADR.
So Russia wants to back them up and say, no, that land belongs to them, my men, my allies. And then Morocco says no, but the Europe and Spain and stuff like Europe, they all say no, Morocco, we're on your side and stuff like that. But why do they want this part of land? Because of because of this. Where is it? Here is it here? No, wait, here's the regions. There's a substance, but I forgot. Wait. Let me.
Again, with their monarchy restored back to power, the spell administered by Spain achieved stories that had birth on Congo and Sahara and Algeria.
And these are wars that have been going on since black and white screen. So it's wars that have been going on since the 50s, 40s. It calmed down for a small time, but since 2020, it starts browsing back up. And they're fighting because of shit. I forgot that word. I'm not familiar with that word too much. But there's substance here. That they want to have. They want those mineral resources. They want those mineral resources, but I forgot the name of that thing. Sorry.
Against Spain into a guerrilla war of independence against both Morocco and Mauritania.
Oh yeah, this thing. Here, this word. I got it. It's a fancy word. I can't even pronounce that thing. But what is it? So these things are. What is the mining thereof? Okay, so it says here almost all mined phosphates goes into crop fertilizer. So you can use these things as crop fertilizer because it's natural. So most likely, what do the elites do? They use this for themselves, and then they use the pesticides for us. Let me see, it's complete removal of the lands, plants, animals, soil, water, even bedrock. And then it's approximate reconstruction minus the phosphate. I don't know if this one is the bad one or the other one. I need to double check that. But still, the point is that they use this. And what do? They do this. They mine it. And then Morocco is the biggest farmer of this thing here. The phosphate? I don't even know how you pronounce it. Salt function of fruit of ester derived from a phosphoric acid. It's basically rock, but you can use it just like how you have Himalaya salt. The Himalaya salt is a rock that you can use as salt. You use it, but it's actually good for the body because it had all these electrolytes and stuff like that. Whatever, stuff like this. So I'm looking for the other thing here. So basically, Morocco has the biggest import of this. 70%. So it says, however, the country's rich phosphate reserves, which accounts for nearly 70% of the world's supply, providing a crucial advantage. The mining industry has deep roots in Morocco, with modern operation dating back to the 1920s, which I talked about here. They was fighting since those days. I actually said 40s and 50s, but yeah, I was wrong. It's actually earlier, but I know it's early. But I made a mistake with the 40s and 50s. I just said black and white. Black and white
It's against
television.
the French since 1954.
Against the French. So why are the French fighting? What do you think? They want that money. The French are siding with the Moroccans, and the Russians are siding with the others in Algeria and stuff like that. You know? Because, yeah, they're fighting against each other for what? Money's sake. It's all about the money. But that's going to conjure them, gather them up into bigger wars, because now they're going to be full of animosity toward each other, especially down the line. You have, for example, I'm going to give you an example. You have family feuds that have been going on for 50, 60, maybe 100 years, 120 years. And the people that grow up now, the new generation, they don't know why they're fighting for. They just hate them. Because the reason has been lost through time. Same thing with the Chirac thing. Because I saw a documentary. How did the Chirac war start? It started with a girl. How did the Chirac war start? It started with a girl. Let me see. Chirac war? No way. A classic Greek comedy play in which women withhold sex from their husbands. Okay, no. It started with a girl. Five youngsters under the age of 15, 4 girls and 1 boy were shot in the playground. No, it started before that even. These people of the streets, they know, they bring out the story, and then I heard about it. I was like, oh damn, it was a girl. Like, oh, was that Oblak? Wait a minute. Anyway, one of those things there started because of a girl. That's the point. Or it was Oblak, which is in Chirac, or it was Chirac itself. Yeah. I haven't seen that thing. I only saw it one time, and I saw it a long time ago. So kind of, this proves to you that my memory is not that good. But Lord willing, I kind of know it is a girl. That I know. And with this one, I also know that it was in the black and white era, that they had that war with each other since then. But then it calmed down in the war and the function. Yeah, it continues. But I think it's around this time that they started fighting again. Let me see. Yeah. Since 2020, a pandemic, geopolitical dispute, trade wars, and escalating fuel prices have driven 400. Okay, let me leave it at that. I'll put this link in the description box. If I'm correct, they're going to talk about it. I think it is, because it's a 40-minute breakdown of that whole region and the history of that region going back since, like I said, the black and white time, like the black and white footage time, then the color time also. Ain't no HD around there, and then they're gonna explain stuff to you. They're going to explain stuff to you, how, it's all political, military, and just wars and wars. And it sparked back up in like the 2020. It sparked back up. So I'm going to put that if you are interested. Let me go on because I'm talking too much again. Oh yeah, I was done. Yeah, I was done. So, oh yeah, forgot about that. You have here. So I showed you the Sicilian scene here.
Back then, Sicilians were like wops from northern Italy. They all had blonde hair and blue eyes. But, well, then the Moors moved in there and, well, they changed the whole country. They did so much fucking with Sicilian women, that they changed the whole bloodline forever.
And this is how we know that if we take their females and create children with them, that those children are Jacob descendants. And this guy, Quentin Tarantino, knows exactly what he's talking about. A lot of things in this movie I have learned from them. I'm looking at them like, whoa, I never knew that. Because they have the knowledge. Remember, they have the scriptures before us. The majority of them knew that we are the Israelites. They know this. And they keep it amongst themselves. That's why they say stuff like, if you want to have something from nigger, put it in the book. Because they niggas don't read any goddamn way. Because they know, like, I ain't gonna read. I don't like reading. I'm not gonna read that. It's boring. Where's the pretty pictures? You know? I read this one. Because I heard, I was always racist, bro. I heard when I was younger, I was, I don't know, 15, 14. I heard that this was a black man's book. So I bought it. This is my first book. I know it's fucking pathetic that I actually, I actually did that. I bought me a book. I never bought a book in my life. I never, Pulp Fiction. Oh, John. First answer. Okay, I was just talking about the Pulp Fiction, the movie. So that's funny. It's funny. It's spiritual that I see that because it's my first book. Well, not this one. Which I don't know which one it was. I don't think it was this one. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I think I still have it here, laying around here somewhere. I think I do. And the last time but I don't remember the art cover. But the last time I saw it, I couldn't even open the book because it's sealed shut. You know, it's so old that the pages just stick together. But I just threw it somewhere. It's somewhere in one of the closets or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, this is my first book that I ever bought with my own money. Probably one of the last ones too. Yeah. So I think it was the last one too. The first and the last. Maybe I bought more. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, so that's that one, and then you have this scene. Oh, I don't know if you remember it. If you do even know about it.
This is Colonel Nathan Dudley out of Fort Stanton. Come on out with your hands high.
With your hands high. I better reason with him.
I'm telling you, man. Like I'm telling you, that guy, he dope as shit, boy. I'm telling you that. But anyway, so I had another one. I had another scene, if I'm correct. Oh yeah, this one. Right. No, this is the movie called Pulp Fiction, with also created by Quentin Tarantino, and he taught me something again. So, you know, it's fun to watch movies, and then you learn something. Hey, what did I learn today? Okay, I learned this one. Check this out. And like I said, I know Dutch, so I put two and two together like that. Like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I think I cracked the rib.
I think I cracked the rib. I don't have translation.
Giving me oral pleasure?
Giving me oral pleasure? Sorry, I have to repeat it, so sorry about that.
No retard from the fight.
No retard from the fight. Right?
Don't call me retard.
Don't call me a retard.
My name is Babby.
La 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 la. See? I just showed you what the word it means in the Dutch. I showed you what it means. Achterlijk. And what do they call achterlijk? They call... Where did I put it? school, right? In the Dutch. So if then you translate it, see, the Dutch people call them Down syndrome people. I'm not making this up. And this is going back to the scriptures, which shows you that Ammon and Moab are incest babies. That's why you have this guy. That's why he look Asian. Because he's an incest baby. I know his family because I put a documentary on another channel of mine. These are some inbred, I don't want to say that word. I'll just say these are some inbred backwards people. I'll say that word, backwards. These are some inbred backwards people. His father and his mother are two brother and sister, or they're half brother and half sister of one father or one mother, one of those two, or both. Anyway, that's them. And if you look at him when he's young, so a picture here. See, you get the squinted eyes. You got the you see the thick thing here. And that's the thick thing. And you're also gonna see this in the documentary that I put on my other channel, not YouTube, of course, because they won't allow this shit. Anyway, this one, see, and then you look at them here. This one here, go here. Where's the guy? I saw him. Not this one. I wanted the other one. This one. You see? You got the Chinese eyes. See that? See the eyes? Right, and then you have this one here. Yeah, young, whatever. This one, you have them here. See this one? These two motherfuckers are brother and sister, something like that. Because if I'm correct, as the saying would go, that she is of his grandfather and father, something like that. The father. This one, these two, they're closer family than they're supposed to be. You're allowed to be with your cousin, yeah, but not your sister. These are the type of things that they're doing. Now, I forgot her name, but you can see the shape of the head and the eyes. Is this here? Okay, so she was just borderline. She's borderline. You see the eyes? Let me try and get that. See the eyes? You see? She was borderline Down syndrome. You're just on the borderline. You're lucky. You're lucky you didn't fuck up. But she grew out of it to a certain degree. I think it's a lot of makeup too. But if you look at it here, you can see them squinted eyes and stuff like that. Let me do it again. You know, them squeaky eyes and stuff like that. Borderline. She came out almost fucked up. This one I got a normal face to a certain degree. But I got normal Edomite face is this one. Almost fucked up. Especially when she's young. Then you can really look at it like, hey, you borderline, man. You just on the edge. And that's her. Why? Because they do these things. These people. And same thing with him. Same thing with him too. And then you have this one looking normal, better than the rest, as you can see them here. This one. And then you have these two, but actually this one. And same thing with this guy here. Where is he? Sorry. Elon Musk young. Same thing with him. And I think these were siblings. See, this one looked normal, and then this one almost, and this one almost. He's a little bit closer to being a fuck up, right? So yeah, that's them. That's what they're doing. So What do the Dutch call them? They call them this word. But they don't do it no more because it's more of it's a cuss word, but you know, everything is so PC now. You know, even in the Netherlands, it's kind of PC, but you know, they still do it to a certain degree, but not that widespread, sorry, as it used to be back in the days. So let me hit it up with this one. You know how to, you know, because he's imitating the backwards people.
Fuckhead, I hate that mongoloid voice.
Did you see what she said? Did you hear what she said? She said, "Shut up! I hate that mongoloid word." That's when I learned, like, oh shit. So that's the Dutch word for mongoloid, which is this. So how are the Dutch calling these Asiatic people? Real disrespectful. I don't mean to laugh, but yeah, I've seen pretty Chinese chicks. I mean, you know, I'm not knocking. I've seen beautiful Chinese chicks, but if you go to, for example, if you go to Korea, for example, the jaw surgeries and stuff like that, they got a lot of eye surgery and all that type of stuff. You know, there's a lot of fuck ups over there. There's a lot of mistakes going on around there in the womb. You know, there's a lot of funny stuff going on around there. And you have a lot of goofy looking people. A lot of goofballs. Looking all goofy and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, they got a big chin problem over there. Some of them are name chin. But you have a big chin problem over there. So I don't see a problem with it. They got a problem with it because they want to have the small chins, but they don't. Because most of the time, they have round heads and short bodies and flexible bones. That's exactly what Chinese people have. They did a study, according to their studies, they have a flat area back head. The head may be round with a flat area on the back. I'm sure somebody would. I think this is going to say, why do they have the same faces of Asian people? Wait, let me see. No, it didn't say that. It said something else. It said that, and why do Down syndrome people have the same faces? They do. They do have the same faces, whether you are so-called black, whether you are so-called Caucasian, Asian, funny word, and East Indians. But one thing I will tell you, that you don't see a lot of Down syndrome so-called Afro people. Don't see a lot of them. Neither do you see a lot of Arab Down syndrome people. You don't see a lot of them. I haven't seen a lot of them. But yeah, so I don't see nothing wrong with this, but this dumb motherfucker does. So they want to look like, they don't want to look like anybody else, you know, Australian people, Arab people, whatever, just any other race. They want to look, according to them, Caucasian. This is the Caucasian eyes. That's what they call it. They don't call it the freaking Arab eyes, because the Arabs have the same type of eyes as everybody else except for them. They don't call it that. They don't call it the East Indian eyes, or they don't even call it the normal eyes. They call it the Caucasian look. So you know who their god is, who they want to model themselves after, which is hilariously ridiculous in itself. But anyway, the Dutch people call them that. They call them this. So Mongoloids. The Mongoloids are an East Asian ethnic group native to Mongolia, China, as well as whatever Buryatia and Kalmykia. Czechia Republic of Russia. These are the Asiatic people too, living there. Yeah, Asiatic people living there in that region. People. They mixed up with Esau often. Yeah. See here. I looked them up. These type of people. Some of them. See, some of them look like an they mixed up with Esau. And you also have the Central Asia people, you know. See these ones? They mixed up with Esau too. Like here, for example. You know, brownish hair and stuff like that. And here you see this one again. And yeah, these are their faces. See, this one popping out like Esau. This one kind of popping out like Esau, but you can see the Asiatic featurings in him. The eyes. Also, and then just the small chin. And this girl too with the eyes. This one looked like a Edomite. This one looked Japhet. This one looked like Esau, but you can see the Asiatic facial thing in his eyes and stuff like that. Right. This one you can't really. Here. They look like people from Russia, but they have Asiatic eye type faces and stuff like that. But they look like, you know, they dress like women from Russia because it's in that region over there. You see them here again. This one looks like, you know, you see that he's Asiatic. But anyway, you have those people living over there, you know, those types. And this is South Central Asia, which is India. I'm not, you know, not looking for you. But yeah, these are these type of people. Let me see this one if I'm. Yeah, it's the same place. Yeah. Yeah, see, they even look native almost. Like from Native Americans and from American stuff like that. Why? Because if you read the book of Ezra chapter 9, you will see that our people used to have children with them. So like I just said, there's pretty ones of them. I mean, you even see Down syndrome people, beautiful, you know, beautiful. Yeah, you know, you got a few. There's a possibility on the planet Earth, mean and ugly. You know, some of them. I don't want to talk too much about this because it's a very not for me, but it's a topic that a lot of people don't want to talk about, and yeah, you know. So some people look they look how you call that? They look cute, you know, as in cute, as in not attractive like that, bro. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about cute, as in you dear baby, you cute, you cute. That cute. That's the cute that I'm talking about. So, right. But this is definitely not. This is a goddamn devil. So, let's see here. Yeah, this one came out normal. This one a little bit bored. This one definitely screwed up. You know, and then yeah, that's it. Because a lot of people was Edomites was asking like, is Elon Asian? I said no, he's Dutch and shit like that. But he's a devil from South Africa, and you know them South African Afrikaners are Dutch people. You do know that, right? So he's one of the elites, my man. Because his great grandfather. His great grandparents had to run from America because they did shit there. So they ran. Like I said here we go. But if you check out the documentary, you will see that why he ran, because he was busy with eugenics and all that type of stuff. If you don't know what eugenics is, it's like the Planned Parenthood plan. It started out with some real racist stuff trying to exterminate Jake, and then it became some popular thing. Eugenics. yeah, eugenics is not something that is this is what it is. It goes into this, but it's also genocides of their own people. Don't forget that part. Don't forget that part. Here, this article examines the historical relationship between biopoliticals. What biopolitics, eugenics, racial. But that is the same thing. Eugenics, and it goes into that genocide. Because it goes into basically them genes that they want to separate. The Nazis used to do that. They are the Nazis themselves, by the way. It's just... This article examines the historical relationship between biopolitics, eugenics, racial hygiene, because they want to clean you up by... Get that nigger out of here. And genocide globally in this period. Like this one. Like this one. Looks, not looks. Sorry, made a mistake. The racist ones. That's what I want. Here. Then they wash you white. Right. These are the soaps here. See? Then they wash you white with the soap. They clean you up. Here you go. Then they clean you up. That's what they mean with an clean racial hygiene and stuff like that. They want to wipe you out, exterminate you, and all that. Nazi eugenics policies. That's what it is. Let me see. The Racial Integrity Act, 1924, attacked on indigenous. So the Native Americans, they also wanted to clean them up. So yeah. Anyway, so with that, I'm gonna say shalom. Wait, let me see if I forgot something. Here maybe. Yeah, I don't have to replay this. It's the movie Pulp Fiction, so you can check that movie out if you want to. That's the bathroom scene. You have the other movie called True Romance. Let me see Pulp Fiction. (1994), and this one is 1993. The 90s were full of just great movies. This one. Oh yeah, and the other one was 1970 something. Young Guns. Young Guns. Oh, 1988. Sorry. What was 71? I forgot. Something in my head stuck with 71. I forgot it. So let me just leave that at that. And oh yeah, I'll leave this link in the description box so you can check this war out for yourself. Oh, I already think I put it here. Yeah, I already put it there. Yeah. So with that, yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you have beautiful chicks all over the place, and you have beautiful Down syndrome chicks, and you got the I'm not laughing at. Let me see what you know, you have beautiful chicks all over the place, man. You know, in any race upon the planet Earth, you know, doesn't necessarily. But by the way, sometimes I could find a chick of another race beautiful, but I'm not attracted to you. There's always a difference between beautiful and attraction. So you need to remember that part too. Just because you're pretty, or doesn't mean I'm attracted to you. You need to remember that part too, because that's not a lie. You know, that's not a lie. I see handsome men with beautiful chicks, and then the beautiful chick would leave that handsome man for a guy that I look at him like, well, just a regular looking dude. So see, so you can imagine off of yourself, like pretty or so-called handsome doesn't always mean sexy, or that you are attractive to that person. You know, you can see that she mixed up with Esau, of course. The eye color and stuff like that. But yeah, so you have that, and the skin color. But in all fairness, they do whiten themselves. Look like Javed. Look like Moab. It's a fake photo, by the way. Shaped like Javed. Anyway. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.